welcome to today's episode 393 of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch network. Click that bell for notifications, new content when I drop, new media, energy is up, health is wealth. Salute to everybody for tuning in. Damn, y'all, what a weekend. You know what I'm saying? What a Monday, I should say, as well. First, I want to send condolences out to Dikembe Mutombo. Everybody know Mutombo with the waving of the finger, man. You know what I'm saying? First 8 seed ever to beat a 1 seed when he got drafted in Denver, beat the Seattle Supersonics. True pioneer for African basketball, African players and all that stuff. Went back and built a hospital. No matter what type of money you got, you can come get care. All that from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Shout out to him, his family, his wife, his children, man. R.I.P. to Pete Rose, Charlie Hassel, right? I know you bet on baseball. However, he served his suspension long enough. You crude people in the media that he can't do this, he can't do that. Yeah, I mean, protecting the sanctity of the game. To not let that man in during his lifespan, that was an injustice. Other people got caught with all types of other things, and they going to get in. So it is what it is, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. to Dikembe Mutombo, and R.I.P. to Pete Rose. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Man, what is going on in the Middle East? Because it seems like we in some mess now. The U.S. in our budgets, we have money for the Israeli defense. We just gave them like 80 billion, 8 billion like last week. But the Middle East is the Middle East. We got to understand that. It's unstabilized because of the fight between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Period. Point blank. There's multiple holy lands for different religions in that area, and they're never going to agree on what's going on. One thing I will say, we had these crusades going on throughout time. When the conquering the lands happened, you had to convert or die. Every religion did that. So right now, over things that happened almost a year ago, things have got heightened. But that is always an incident away from blowing up to what it is right now. And then when you have the American aspect, in my opinion, that we want to get up in there to control their oil and control their poppy fields like we went to Afghanistan, which is on the other side of Saudi Arabia and all that. This is the Persian Gulf type shit. This is all the stuff we went to before. You know what I mean? But if we're going to protect Israel no matter what, Israel being the aggressor until they get what they want, we got to protect that too. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, Ukraine talking about if we get them to give them the help that Israel had, the war would have been over. But we giving them money and weapons. So, it's crazy, man. Like today, Iran bombed Tel Aviv the second time since like April. Israel has this dome defense that sends out missiles and takes care of everything that come in, but some did land. We have more U.S. troops deploying to the region. Like we know World War III is in the midst right now. We got the Ukraine joint. We got the joint in Israel with them versus the Palestinian people who, at the end of the day, man, Israel, give the Palestinians the land back that y'all took from them. Like whatever, when they gave the Israeli state or whatever, and let's say this is y'all land, that land was taken from somebody else. Whatever that land was y'all got then and there, that should be y'all land. If you overpopulated the land, it is what it is. But you can't turn into where you've come from, killing innocent women and children over things that they're fighting for their land. You know what I'm saying? They're fighting for their natural right, sovereignty, to be heard, to have basic human rights and not be trampled upon. Remember, y'all was placed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not right. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like, I will always stand with the people that's oppressed because I know what it feels like when my people were oppressed and those stories and how it don't feel good to be descendants of that, but I'm proud to be a descendant of that. Because we made it through and we survived and persevered regardless through that time. Now we have to keep on persevering through times to make sure it doesn't happen again. But I get heartfelt condolences to the Palestinian people that lost so much. I mean, they're bombing their own joint just to rebuild it back up if they can even rebuild it. Like they're destroying where they live at, man. You know what I'm saying? When all we gotta do is have a conversation, man. We got too much to lose on both sides. Got too much to lose on both sides, man. But if this blows up, y'all, man, it's finna be for real. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I stand with anybody oppressed. So I can be pro defend yourself, Israel, pro defend yourself, Palestinians, because they both, when you got two people that's agitating each other, what you gonna do? I stay my ass up out of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, right now, the Palestinians are on the wrong side of an ass whooping because they don't have the might and the military that Iran has. I mean, that Israel has. But they do have friends. And with that being the Muslim state, y'all already knowing. So if it comes down to that region with all the Muslims, say, you know what, we done. And everybody get together on Israel, that's how World War III will start. You know what I mean? For real. You know in the comments, y'all. All right, baby. NFL Week 4. Let's see what we got over here on the machine, man. Let's do it. Dallas, 2015 versus New York Giants. Snooze fast. Cowboys might not make the playoffs, y'all. I don't like how their team playing. Their defense ain't what it used to be. You paid Dak, you paid CD, and now you got to pay Michael, but Michael about to be gone because you ain't got no money to pay Michael, man. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota, they won 31-29 over the GB. They 3-1. When I'm watching Jordan Love, I'm like, we didn't need to play Jordan Love from the rip. He didn't look stable. He didn't look good. His range of motion, it is what it is. It didn't look right. And it was 28-7 at halftime. However, Jordan Love wheeled us back, but it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold, 20 of 28, 275, 3 touchdowns, one pick. Jordan Love had like 3 picks, 3 touchdowns, threw for like 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3 something. But, you know, the Vikings 4-0, it is what it is. And no, they're not skating out of things. They look that good, you know what I mean? They look that good. So, they're winning the games they supposed to win, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pittsburgh versus Indiana. Indiana won 27-24. Flacco came in because Anthony Richardson got hurt. 22 of 34, 212. You know what I mean? You know what he do. That's Justin Fields. I'm sorry. Flacco had was 16 of 26 for 168, two touchdowns, no picks. He got the win. Fields was 22 of 34 for 312, 1 touchdown, 0 pick. Fields still playing at a high level. When the second receiver steps up, the Steelers will be lethal. Another one to challenge, you know what I mean? So we got both sides. Now he can throw to both sides. Philadelphia versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay won 33-16. They 3-1. Eagles need some help on offense, right? We know their help is hurt. Jalen Hurts, 18 and 30, 158, one touchdown, no interception. That's not enough. That production from the quarterback, he got to have 300. But who we going to throw to? Baker Mayfield, 30 for 47, 347 yards on the ground, 2 TDs, no interception. Baker playing very well, spreading the ball around, going through his reads and shit. But if the rumblings of the Sirianni hurt shit jumping back to Philly is an issue, they need to get together and hash it out. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith is gone right now, so that don't help the offense at all. But once they get back, then they can right the ship. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Kansas City, 17-10 versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Mahomes, 19-29, 245, 1-1. The Chiefs are finding a way to win these games regardless. Like whatever's going on, they find a way to win these damn games, right? Rashee Rice. Damn, like he stripped the ball, ran into Mahomes. They saying possibly ACL. I really ain't heard nothing from that though. But mind you, the Chiefs still find a way to win. 4-0, baby. Everybody's watching this from Sunday night. Buffalo versus Baltimore. Baltimore won 35-10, man. Derrick Henry, 24 rushes, 199 yards, 209 total yards, 1 rushing TD, 1 passing reception TD. Ravens look like the best team in the league when it comes to rushing the ball. I'm not ready to call them the best team in the league defensively and offensively total combined. If Lamar can incorporate play action and be accurate, they will be harder to beat because, you know, you think you take Derrick Henry big run play to the 78-yard joint away, the 87-yard joint away. They was running the ball good, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, once you get the play action to D. Henry, and rolling in the pocket and picking people apart and using his tight ends, man, this is going to be over. You know what I mean? Like, once again, Josh Allen pass rolling out of bounds to Shakir was a thing of beauty. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see Lamar doing. That type of shit, man. You feel me? And last night, Seattle versus Detroit. Detroit won 42-29. The Lions have got better as the season progresses because these people don't play in the preseason, right? The rust is off. Jared Goff, 18-18. Perfect. 292, two touchdowns, right? And he had a reception for a touchdown. That play was amazing. He had, and then he rolled out. I mean, shout out to the defensive end that caught the play too late, and he was like, shit, trying to pat that bitch out the air, you know what I'm saying? He tried to make a play on the ball. Shout out to you. Geno Smith, 28-56, 395, 1-1. Red zone production. Seattle was there and scored 3 out of 4 times, but what did they get? Detroit was there 5 out of 5 times. What did they get, right? And the turnovers, 2-0 hurt the Seahawks. Y'all cough up there, gave it the ball twice, man. You know what I mean? Both teams are 3-1. Shout out to them. Clutch lights. I got a new word when I'm talking about other shit. That Kittle pass in triple coverage with the TD, fire. DeAndre Swift finally showed up in Chicago, fire. CJ Stroud, 27-40 for 345, 2 touchdowns, fire. Diggs with the, I'm rolling out the pass. You know what? I'm going to cut back and and get up in there to the touchdown. Fire, Russian TV. Jamar Chase doing his thug thizzle. Marvin Harrison Jr., 4 TDs in the last 3 games. Jaden Daniels with 26-30, man. Right? And if you ask me, the Dolphins are done without Tua. I blame the front office for not having a quality backup at the QB position, knowing Tua's concussion history, right? My write-off teams right now, no matter what they do, it ain't gonna matter. The Patriots, the Browns, the Panthers, the Giants, the Jaguars, the Titans. It's only week 4, and I'm already of course they all mathematically still in everything, but right now they just don't look good with how they balling, right? What's y'all fantasy like, man? I'm 3-1 in the Confidence in the Klutch League, ESPN joint. I'm 2-2 in the Yahoo Fantasy League. I hate the Yahoo Fantasy League. I hate it. But I'm doing well now when I hate it though. I just hate everything. I'm doing my thing in the Confidence in the Klutch League, ranked 2nd overall. Of course, P Valley Kales, number 1. Huh? Number one with a number 1, number 2, number 3. Who are you? Hey. NBA. Let's talk about NBA, man. Dereck Rose retired on Thursday, right? 16 years in the league, youngest MVP ever. Those fucking Adidas, I had those Adidas that ruined his career. When he planted, that shit gave. When I say I still got a pair of those, that shit is so flimsy. That shit was terrible. They were touted as the lightest basketball shoe ever. It was like 9.7 ounces, some bullshit like that. I had them. I sprained my ankle 3 times in a month with them. Took them bitches back to the Foot Locker like, nah, I'm out, yo. Anyways, D-Rose, shout out. You know what I'm saying? Chicago's finest. Can't wait to see what you do next. Hall of Fame, I say yes, because he's an MVP and he was the youngest MVP. The numbers ain't going to match up, but what he did and when he came through, yeah, he gets a Hall of Fame nod. He going to get in. So regardless of maybe he do something in the media next, I would love to see that because they always say his basketball mind is ridiculous though, but that brother going to the hole and how he used to attack the rim ferociously running at the Heat. They was running at the Heat. You know what I mean? D-Rose, stay healthy. D-Rose, Jakob Noah, man, stop it. D-Rose, Jakob Noah, Jimmy Butler with them? Was he with them? Maybe, man. Young Jimmy, man, they was balling. Shout out to him. Oh, Friday. Y'all see what happened. Cat get traded to New York for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. I don't like that. DiVincenzo keep on getting played. Keep on getting traded. Now, I like to trade for both teams. And here's why. Cat, you got to get ready to work the hardest you ever worked, and it's going to pay off for the Knicks and you. They're going to be able to go 4 out with you, and you're going to be able to stretch Cat out and go 5 out and all this. It's going to be nice. You get in that post-present. Now, Cat been a little bit injury in and out, though, but we going to see. But you back at the crib from New Jerusalem. You know what I mean? we going to see how this go for you over here on the East Coast. You got to take the New York media, Cat. If you take the New York media and ball and play hard, man, Cat technically would be the best player they done had in a long-ass time because he's better than Jalen Brunson, but he got to show he's better than Jalen Brunson. How that shit going to work, right? If you had to draft, you taking Jalen Brunson or Karl Anthony Towns right now. That's what I thought. Now, on the Minnesota side, y'all got Julius Randle. He can bring up the rock. He can't shoot the tray like that, but he gonna work hard as fuck on the offensive rebounds. Rudy, watch it. You know what I mean? Get out of this man's way. With Naz Reid, man, we balling. We might can get off of Rudy too. Get off of Rudy, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. But maybe we're gonna see Rudy get Defensive Player of the Year. Let's just see. With Julius though. You know what I mean? And my man Dante, I don't know why motherfuckers hating on you, bro. You been legit ever since you came into the league. Yeah, every time y'all, man, he a good player, man. Like, what's wrong with dog? You know what I mean? Y'all need to keep that man, but it's all good though. He gonna be starting in Minnesota. Him and Ant-Man in the backcourt with Mike Conley and them. He gonna be starting with the other Jaden Dame. Man, they gonna be fire. Minnesota gonna be fire. He can come off the bench. When we go small though, he's starting though. Cat, you better be ready to work as hard as you ever work, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. All right. WNBA, let's jump into it. Let me bring the sample in on the reverse, baby. Come on. Yeah. And it don't stop, it don't quit. And it. Hey yo. Riding down the mother. Yeah, man. Shout out to Dijonai Carrington for being the most improved player. De'Arca Hamby was second. Hey, Dijonai a baddie, yo. Her makeup be flawless to the motherfucking dog. I don't even like all that makeup, but you know what I'm saying? She be coming with it, fam. Every day. Fire. Shout out to her. Chicago Sky, right? And we going back. I just got to get this shit out the way. Chicago Sky. But no, since we talking about Connecticut, let's do it this way, man. Dijonai Carrington, you know what I mean? Like, when Connecticut beat Indiana, it was a close game. Connecticut's too deep, right? Bonner and Clark gave sparks and shit, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. And shout out to Kaden Clark, you know what I mean? She ain't touching no basketball, just rest and work until she get up in there, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything Indiana did. Lee and Kelsey got better. But I shout out to the Fever. But this is what the playoffs looks like. Now, I'm getting to the real shit. We ain't talking about that shit, right? Alyssa Thomas says she and her teammates received multiple racist comments on social media, right? Remember Dijonai Carrington went for the ball and accidentally poked Caitlin in the eye and shit. So it was a lady at the game. That had a shirt like ban fake nails type shit and had long ass nails like this. Like motherfucker tried to poke her in the eye like her nail was what it is, a basketball play, G. Everybody done tried to block a shot and came down on the nigga eye. Reaching in the motherfucker head down here. Oh, you don't know when I'm reaching. I don't know when you coming. Oh, I ain't trying to do it though, man. You know what I'm saying? But they've received multiple racist comments on social media from the Indiana Fever fan base. Stay off of social media, ladies, man. Don't read them comments. Get off that shit, B. You be better. You have a better life. I'm telling you. If it ain't good, it ain't hood. Let it go. You can't police words on social media if it's hate speech. You know what I'm saying? Only if it's a threat. So therefore, we can't talk that shit back. Fuck you. You do something. Let your people talk crazy back to them. Hey, say something else, dog. Whatever it's gonna be. But if they just hating, let them hate. As long as they ain't threatening you. Right? But then you see that's why Connecticut running at CC like that, because okay, your fan base is gonna talk shit. We finna run your ass through the ringer. CC ain't did none of this shit. It ain't her fault, fam. Right? You know what I'm saying? CC fans is tripping with them. So we going to trip with you. I don't like that shit, but man, you know what I mean? Because all they do is provoke the whites to do even more stupid shit. Right? And it's not fair to hold CC accountable for her fans' homophobic and racist names and comments and shit. What are we doing? Fuck social media, fam. Fuck social media. Fuck the people talking crazy on social media. Man, fan bases have been going at other teams' players for years. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stay y'all asses off of social media, man. Report the threats to the NBA security, right? And that's it. The league's response said just that. WNBA players sometimes are not realistic with how y'all supposed to be protected. With all this shine on y'all gonna get all that hate, man. Because the shit is bigger than basketball, right? Haters gonna hate, G. We all know that shit, man. Come on now, players. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Semifinals action. Let's do it. Game 1, Las Vegas beat Brooklyn. Stewie had 34 and 5. Sabrina 21, 4 and 5. Jonquel 13 and 12. Asia had 21, 6, and 5. Kelsey had 24, 2, and 4. Jackie had 17, 2, and 2. BK was too much. It looked like they too much. But I knew that trip, that flight is a motherfucker. And going to New York, yeah. In that early game, yeah. So I'm going to see what happened tonight, though. Stewart is hungry for another chip. It looked like it. And while we did all the MVP shit, I know Asia, I know Phee, then a Stewie shit right there. Now, if Jonquel can make it hard in the paint, that big body, and take motherfuckers out, hit a tray or two, man, listen. Man, listen. Make it hard for them little guards around that bitch. It's going to be a problem. I'm still rolling with the Las Vegas Aces. Y'all got to beat the MVP. Y'all got to beat the Finals MVP. Until the motherfucker knock Asia off of this, I'm rolling with the Aces in 5. Connecticut versus Minnesota. Defensive Player of the Year in the FISA, right? Coach of the Year, okay. It's all good. Cheryl Reeves, right? Alyssa Thomas in the win had 17, 10, and 9. Marina Mabry had 20, 6, 11 from Trey, 5 and 3. Carrington had 13, 9, and 4. Bonner had 10, 11, and 5. You know what I'm saying? Balling. That's 1, 2. Shit. Yeah, I ain't even see what Jones had. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Phee had 19 and 9. Carlton had 17. Katie McBride had 12. Connecticut starters are better than Minnesota's, period, point blank. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And they play. Ain't too much going to the bench, G. They play. I'm taking Connecticut in 5 due to their ability to run the floor better than Minnesota, and their 4 out being the best in the league since the Mabry trade. Because we got Breonna Jones up in there, we can throw it to her, shit, and she called in the motherfucker, that's what I'm saying. And then they kick that shit out, and everybody can hit the tray, everybody can get to the hole, man. It is what it is. And the way Alyssa controlled the motherfucking game, man, like, bruh, nigga. Yeah. Now, while we talked about Mabry, man, Chicago Sky fired Teresa Weatherspoon. For what? Right? For what? They fired Teresa Weatherspoon, right? What the fuck, after 1 year? The team in disarray. Our best player left. Our second best player left. Right? Our coach left mid-season to take a job in the NBA. She did what she could. Rookies hurt in the beginning. Guard went out the whole year. We trade Mabry after the was it before or after the Olympic break? We're in total rebuild. Front office, what are y'all doing? Then the fire on Twitter, shit, all that shit unacceptable. I can't wait for Teaspoon to tell her story with this shit. But this is why everybody gets out of Chicago. Sylvia Foes, motherfucking Deladon. You know what I mean? Mabry. You know what I mean? Candace Parker. Kalia Copper. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers getting out of that motherfucker, man. Vandersloot. I mean, was it Mieselman and shit? Vandersloot, Mieselman, all them, they gone. They get the fuck up out of there, fam. Why? The organization must not be shit. So now, Teaspoon, I know. Take your upgrade. Take your ass out to LA. And now, the basketball guys is gonna rain upon you, huh? You're gonna ball the fuck out and get a chip, Teaspoon. Why the fuck would she leave New Orleans for this, y'all? Y'all full of shit, y'all know that? So I hope the Sparks earn the right to draft Paige Beckers, and we rolling in this motherfucker. But I got my killers down in Chicago though. But man, they ain't deserve that shit. Angel was pissed. They ain't deserve that shit, B. They got an order for that shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Man, that's foul. Shit. Motherfuckers. All right. Couple college football things. We about this bitch, man. Colorado UCF, man. Hey, that throw from Shador to Will Marshall for the TD at the end of the first to go up 14-7. Man. Throw it to me, cuz. I'll go get it. Great pass. Better catch. Hey, remember motherfuckers saying they wasn't going to be shit. Last time I checked, Colorado like 4-1. Right? They 4-1, 3-1, Colorado. Mm-hmm. They only gonna win 3 games. Well, they only got to win 6 to get to this bowl. They get the bowl. Me and J.I., y'all know J.I., friend of the show. We said we going to that bowl. I ain't never been to a college football game, or I'm gonna be at that one, wherever they play at, motherfucker. Shit. Georgia versus Alabama. Alabama won 34-41. Hey, yo, Georgia's comeback was phenomenal. That catch by the freshman Ryan Williams, 75-yard TD, to put Bama up 41-34. Then Xavier Brown picked off Beck in the end zone. Man, come on now. Milroe, 27-33, 374, 2 touchdown, 1 pick, 117 rushing yards, 2 TDs. Oh, we talking about Carson Beck as the number 1 quarterback coming off the board, number 1 pick. Okay, then. What about Shador and motherfucking, man, come on, Jalen Milroe. Carson Beck, though, he balled the fuck out, though. 27 for 50, 439, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's it. I'm like, yo, it's heating up, though. It's kind of, I wish they still would have had that 4-team shit, this 12-team shit. That loss don't seem like it's going to be that bad for Georgia, right? They're going to play in the SEC championship, then they might play in the college playoff again. They're going to play each other 3 motherfucking times. But I don't know about you, but I don't care. I don't mind seeing Alabama, Georgia 3 times in the season, though. So I might take that shit back and might roll with me, man. All right, y'all. Thanks for the support, man. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms, confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Hey, and wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on YouTube, baby. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. You know what I'm talking about? Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Hey. Every subscriber matters, man. Follow us on X and Instagram at KITK. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Coming up, baby. You know who I am. Weekly, Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezus, Don P, Don D, Little D, Dog, Real Digger, your host of the Confidence in the Clutch podcast. Donald Nelson, hey, Confidence in the Clutch Productions, baby, on the beat. The Confidence in the Clutch podcast is about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Yeah. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. Hey. If you listen during the daytime, credit great day on purpose, y'all. We up out this joint. Yeah. Peace. Three, two, one. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in